Hey guys, what is up, and I welcome you to a new episode of League of Myths. Please don't forget to throw in a like if you did enjoy this episode, and also to stay till the very end for another Phoenix giveaway. But without any further ado, the first myth submitted by T.O. Lincoln states, what happens if two Alistairs headbutt each other at the same time? This myth actually yielded results that I was not honestly expecting. So as both Alistairs use headbutt on each other, they simply take each other's position and then none of them takes damage. At least not from the headbutt, just from the passive. And if you just use W without right clicking after, they will simply just both start auto attacking each other, which is pretty normal. The next myth submitted by Tobias is, can Lux flash while charging her ultimate, similar to how Vi can Q flash? So if you are unaware, there's a really neat trick you can do with a lot of champions where you simply dash with an ability like Vi Q and then flash on top of your opponent. I'm actually going to be making a video about this in the near future, but the myth is simply asking, can you do that exact same concept with Lux's ultimate? As I'm charging my ultimate in a completely different direction, I'm spamming flash towards the Vi and she actually does flash, but the ultimate's damage is nowhere near the Vi. And in this example, you can see the Lux kind of hovers in the ultimate position facing Vi, but the ultimate still went in the initial direction. The next myth submitted by Llama, does Lulu's Pix attack multiple times with Runaan's as well? So if you are unaware, Lulu's passive is, every time she auto attacks, the little fairy pixie behind her will also shoot 3 auto attacks, as you can see there. But you can also see, as I am auto attacking, Lulu's auto attack is splitting, however, Pixie's is not. And for testing purposes, I put the Pixie on MF and the exact same thing happens. My auto attack splits, however, the Pixie is completely unchanged. The next myth submitted by JJ Okocha, a friend of mine, is, if Lee Sin Qs towards Caitlyn while going through a trap, does he get snared by that trap? This myth is somewhat interesting because when Lee Sin is flying to a target, you can see him flying off the ground. In the very first test case scenario, Lee Sin throws his Q on me, moves backwards at max distance, and as he flies over me, it seems like he flew right over the trap in this case. However, in the second time testing this time Lee Sin will not move whatsoever after using his first Q. And in this scenario, he simply goes over the trap and does get snared. And in the last scenario, what we found out was that if Lee Sin is even slightly off of the trap, even though it looks like he's on it, he will not get snared. He pretty much has to fly directly center point right above the trap. And the final myth submitted by Jana, what happens if Caitlyn ultis a Zed, who then ults and then shadow swaps forward, making the missile go backwards? So this one is pretty interesting, and what I did to test this is I simply ulti the Caitlyn, W backwards as far as I can, Caitlyn channels her ulti as I flash away, and just as she channels her ulti and it is flying at me, I go back to my ultimate shadow, which is on the opposite side, and you can see that the missile simply turns around and follows me there. I don't know what kind of ammo she is using, but it seems pretty OP. Alright guys, that is the end of this episode of League of Myths. Don't forget to submit your own myth to be featured in the next episode. You can submit a myth down below under this video, on my Facebook fan page, or tweet at me at RedMercyLOL. But on to the giveaway. First, I want to congratulate Tom on winning the previous episode's giveaway. In this episode, I will be giving away again the mouse and the mousepad combo. As I said before, I've been using these for quite some time and they are simply amazing. So it really is exciting for me as well to be able to give you guys these products. All you have to do to enter this giveaway is simply like this video, like both myself and Phoenix on Facebook, and on a post that I make under my Facebook fan page, simply tell us why do you want to win these products. And that is all you have to do, very simple. So hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and also I wish good luck to all of you. Peace!